Welcome back to my class of biology. In today's biology class, we are going to discuss about the cell. I hope you know what is cell. Cell is the fundamental unit of living organism. What is cell? It is the fundamental unit of living organism. There are many different types of cell, but in my class today we will focus majorly on two types of cell. That is, one is animal cell and other is plant cell. So we will understand this plant and animal cell with respect to our diagram. Okay, so animal cell and plant cell. In animal cell, the main part of animal cell that we will draw and discuss together. Okay. So this is animal cell and this is plant cell. Okay. Now you see, this is only a representation. It doesn't look actually like this. It is only a simple representation so that student can understand it easily. Okay. Now in this animal cell and plant cell, we will try to see first what are the common thing present in both plant and animal cell. So this outer covering of plant and animal cell is called cell membrane. Okay, so this cell membrane is present both in animal cell and plant cell. Similarly, the cell inside is filled with a fluid that is called cytoplasm. This is also present in both plant and animal cell. Similarly, the center of the cell is occupied by nucleus in both plant and animal cell. So, and remember one thing, the things which we are labeling here, that those cell structure we will discuss in little detail. Okay. Now, the fourth common thing present in both in plant and animal cell is this. This is called mitochondria. What is this? This is called mitochondria, which is present in both plant and animal cell. Okay. So these are the four different cell structure present both plant and animal cell. Okay, now we understood the cell membrane, cytoplasm, nucleus and mitochondria. These are the cell structure which is present in both plant and animal cell. Now we will discuss some of the cell structure which is present only in plant cell. Okay, only in plant cell. So what are they? They are the vacuole. This is called vacuole, which is present only in plant cell. This structure is called vacuole, present only in plant cell. Then this is the chloroplast, which is also present only in plant cell. And this is the cell wall, which is also present only in plant cell. Okay, so these are the three structures which we will discuss, which is present only in plant cell. Which means if cell wall is, if in any cell wall is present, then that cell is not an animal cell, it is a plant cell. Similarly, if any cell chloroplast is present, that cell is not an animal cell, it is a plant cell. So these three cell structure are present only in plant cell. Now, as I told you in the beginning of my class, what we will do, we will first understand the position of these cell structure. Matlab means where cell membrane, where it is present in the cell. Cytoplasm, where it is present in the cell. Nucleus, where it is present and how it look like. Similarly, mitochondria, cell wall, chloroplast and vacuole. So we need to know where it is present in a cell. Now we will understand the function of these cell organelles or these cell structure. Function means ki actually what they are doing in this cell. Now the cell, first of all, cell membrane. You can see the cell membrane is the boundary. Cell membrane is the boundary. So cell membrane is responsible for checking. Cell membrane is responsible, it is a checkpoint. So which will check what are the things should enter the cell and what are the things should leave the cell. Is it clear? Prevents, control what substance enter and leave the cell. So there is one specific characteristics of this cell membrane which help in checking the entry and exit of substance through the cell membrane. What is that characteristic? That is a cell membrane, they are partially permeable. They are partially permeable. What do we mean by partially permeable? Means it will not allow everything to get inside the cell or leave the cell. They are partially permeable membrane. Okay. Next. Now, so this partially permeable membrane makes cell membrane responsible or helps cell membrane in checking what are the substance should enter or leave the cell. Control substance entering and leaving the cell. So cell membrane controls substance entering and leaving the cell. Okay. Now, any other thing? Yes. They also prevent escaping of cell content. Prevent escaping of cell content. Is it clear? So these are basically so they prevent escaping of cell content and control the substance entering and leaving the cell. And we all see from the diagram the cell membrane are the boundary around the cytoplasm. What are they? They are the boundary around the cytoplasm. So we can write this point also. They are boundary around cytoplasm. Okay, so these are the few points which we should know about the cell membrane. Is it clear? Similarly, now we will understand certain things about the cytoplasm. Okay, so the next thing is cytoplasm. Okay, so now the second cell structure that we are going to discuss is the cytoplasm. As I said in the beginning only, the cytoplasm is a fluid. Okay, it is a jelly-like. What is cytoplasm? It is jelly-like substance. Okay, jelly-like, and it is responsible for what? It contains cell organelles. It contains cell organelles. Okay, it contains cell organelles, and also it is responsible. It is the place where all chemical reaction takes place. Okay, so chemical reaction takes place here. Okay, so cytoplasm is responsible because it provides the place where chemical reaction takes place. Okay, so these are the things about the cytoplasm which we must know. Now the third thing is your nucleus. Nucleus is a very important cell structure. It is such an important cell structure that it is called brain of cell. Nucleus is called brain of cell. Okay, so what is nucleus is called? brain of cell. Now, brain of cell. Now, why it is called brain of cell? Because it controls all the things happening in the cell. Nucleus is controlling all the things happening in the cell. So, it controls cell division. It controls cell division, cell developments, and all cell activities. Okay. Now, since it controls all cell activities, that is why it is called brain of cell. Generally, they are round or oval in structure. They are round or oval shape. Okay, they are round and oval shape. Contain DNA in form of chromosome. Contain DNA in form of chromosome. Okay, so this is all about nucleus we should know. Okay, so I think we have understood these three important cell structure.